All right.
I mean, I'll let you guys do your intro or whatever.
I don't know.
Oh.
Okay. We start recording.
Are you recording?
Oh, yeah. Are you recording, John?
I'm about 6 minutes in.
Ah,
Oh,
awesome.
fantastic.
I've got 55 gigs, baby. I
Okay.
should maybe have enough.
Okay.
I don't. Okay.
All right. So here with our second podcast.
Yeah.
Start. What did we call it?
It's the Rebels of Candlebur.
Yes, the Rebels of Candleburr. Today we have me,
Zach.
King Pon,
Zach.
and
I'm John.
John.
Yes.
He is a great friend, and he might be in some of our, I don't know, Minecraft videos. John, maybe, yes, maybe, possibly.
It's a solid maybe.
It's a solid maybe. Fantastic. All right. So, who wants to kick it off with anything about the opening or first few minutes of the movie?
Brum-bum, brum-bum, ba, brum-bum.
Yes. The
That's the wrong. Never mind.
Okay, I have a thing. So Lucasfilms, did it change in this one?
What do you mean?
Cause I don't know. It goes from the whole green and then it turns like a silver and then gold or something. Did it do that in the other one?
Changed. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the logo stayed the same. Silver to gold.
Okay, I don't remember. I wasn't paying attention then. Anyway.
I don't think they changed. Anything about the movie?
Well, that is the movie.
It is.
I noticed that they still go in and like the evil Lord Darth Vader.
Yeah. Well,
which is something. They say Lord Darth Vader.
It
Lord
said that?
Darth Vader. It's hilarious to me for some reason.
You know what that name actually means, right?
Darth Vader?
Dark Father.
I'm so glad somebody else read that.
Well, I mean, if you know German, it's pretty close.
It's apparently very close in Dutch, I believe it was.
Oh,
Dutch?
okay.
Something.
Yeah. That's what the web told me.
Ooh,
The web.
The web.
The World Wide Web. One thing I commented on in the last podcast was the stars and how good they looked. In this one, I noticed that there was more.
Yeah.
A
It's
lot
area
more.
of space.
No, in every area you're going to see a ton of stars in the background.
Yeah, but I mean, showing time is... I don't know, okay.
I like that.
That's what that gigantic $33 million budget gets you.
Exactly.
Stars.
Good looking stars. It still bugs me that they
Speckle
don't.
pattern.
It still bugs me that they don't twinkle, but what are you gonna do?
We'll have to check that in episode 7 and see if they actually twinkle.
Ooh,
Oh,
I should
most-
have paid attention.
Most definitely.
So, okay, one thing I wrote down for these is those are some really resistant pods.
Yeah.
Or probes. I said probes. Just because, like, that thing crashed from out of orbit.
Have you seen how they introduced that in the script?
No.
In the script, it shows up, I believe, twice. Just kind of establishing shots.
Mm-hmm.
And then the scene description reads, quote, "The dark evil probe robot."
That's awesome. And I love the practical effects that they use
Oh, my
with
word.
explosions and oh my goodness.
I want to know where they filmed this.
I can answer that.
Oh, all right.
Uh,
Where did they?
I don't know the pronunciation. Finns in Norway.
It's a beautiful place.
All of the blizzards and all of that on Hoth are just totally what the weather happened to be in Norway.
Oh dear
that's
God.
awesome. What I like the claymation they used for the tauntauns.
Those
on
tauntauns.
some of the that was
Those tauntauns are my lightsabers from the last episode.
I mean, explain.
Like the cuts, I should say.
Oh.
Like
yeah.
that's what bugged me in this episode. That and the walkers, which we'll get to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess
Oh, he goes. Luke goes. There's some point where he goes, Han, old buddy, and that just made me go, ha, Dukes of Hoth.
Dukes of Hoth. That would be a great series.
That or Smokey and the Hoth Bandit.
Smoking the Hoth.
Them
It just-
Jedi boys found themselves in a lick of trouble.
That's good. So I guess the next thing is when the what's it called? The wampum? Is that what it's
Wampa.
called?
I think it's a Wampa.
Wampa.
The wampa.
Wampum is Indian money.
Yes.
But when it appears, it just kind of like appeared right next to Luke. It
Out of
was
nowhere.
It was clear and everything, and then all of a sudden it's there. It's like you would
Surprise,
have seen it.
friends.
Yeah.
Surprise, motherfucker.
I don't know. That was. I don't know about that.
I gotta say, the wampum itself, or Wampa, God, that was really well done. Like, I'm pretty sure it's just a guy in a suit, but it was really well done.
It was
Yeah.
not half
It was-
bad.
Yeah.
Oh, Okay, one thing I did notice, the next part when Han gets back to the base, I noticed he's like the only person with a blue coat.
Yeah, he is.
Everyone else has like gray or like white, gray or like brown.
Well, he's not a troop. They're troops. They're trying to.
You think it's trying to
Be
differentiate?
invisible? No, it's
Or not differentiate? I don't know.
he's a bounty hunter. He dresses how he wants, how he likes.
He's not a bounty. He's a smuggler.
He does whatever he wants.
Oh, sorry. He does what he wants. I like how he's still in trouble with Jabba though. Like,
Yeah.
oh, that's
Continuity.
he doesn't get out of it. No, like he paid off his debt
Did he?
because he got his money back.
Yeah, but he didn't leave.
Oh yeah. So did he go pay off Jabba?
No, he came back. He's got the money. He just needs to go do it.
Oh.
I'm looking for this in the script.
Oh.
I'll
You have the
confess, I
script
haven't
up?
seen the movie in a very long time, so I've just got the script in front of me.
Here's a script.
Oh.
There's one thing I noticed. Well, it's not really noticed. It's just Chewie's kind of pissed when Han comes in. Like, hey, the fuck you been?
He's so very angry. He's like, I've been working in here and you've been out doing. Oh, I really wish we had. Okay, I don't
Translation?
wish we had subtitles for Chewie, but I kind of wish we do, just so we can know, like after the fact, like Lucas should make something. I don't know.
Maybe.
It would be
I'm
interesting.
sure somewhere someone has translations for what Chewie said.
Well, you saw that they did that with R2-D2, right? That
No.
little clip.
Which one?
Somebody subtitled R2-D2's arguments with C-3PO.
Really?
It's
Oh.
so good.
That's awesome.
Like, is it like legitimate like arguments,
Or
or
is
is
it
it like
something
just
they made
someone
up?
making going like, nah, fuck you?
No, somebody's making up R2-D2's lines.
yeah.
but-
Okay.
Since you have C-3PO's echoes,
But it makes sense.
makes sense, and
Okay.
it's so funny because
That's
he's such a
awesome.
jerk.
And speaking of dialogue, in this movie, the dialogue, I don't know. I feel like it's just better than it was in.
Han
This whole
Solo
movie-
is so good in the first half of the movie.
Yes,
He
he is
and Leia.
fan.
Oh god,
them
the
together,
chemistry, the fighting is beautiful.
At one point, he calls her Your Highnessness. That
Yes.
was
That's
oh
so
my
good.
goodness.
Ooh,
That was fantastic.
Really
Scrolling
quick.
to that part because there was a solid 4 pages that just had me rolling the whole way through.
it's so great. But they mention something that I play a lot of Star Wars games, which includes Star Wars Old Republic, which is the online one, and they actually mention a planet in here that's in the game, and it's Ord Mantell, and I was just like, hey, I know that place. And you don't see that, like, that's one of those little things that doesn't pop up anywhere else, but then they take and they expand on. It's just really cool.
Another thing is C-3PO mentions that it was cold in Leia's quarters. Like, droids shouldn't be able to feel cold.
Maybe he was just like remarking on the
That's no
temperature,
droid.
but I have that written down somewhere else. That's on my 3rd page of notes, but I'll bring it up now. He mentions later on in the movie, like, ow, R2, that hurts.
Yeah.
Can he feel stuff?
No.
Apparently. I don't know. He's remarkably calm about the time he gets his head blown off.
Yeah.
Or blasted to pieces?
Well, there's that time his head is just rolling around the bottom of the arena.
Oh,
And
yeah,
you
that's
slap it on a
episode
battle droid.
yeah.
Oh, I'm beside myself.
two. Oh, God, the
We'll-
puns. We'll get to that.
Yeah, that's for another day.
That's for another
And then,
episode.
when
Anybody see the albino C-3PO?
yes,
Yes.
I saw it twice.
And on top of that, are you talking early on or like later in Cloud City?
because
I'm
Cloud
talking
City
about
there was
now.
the silver one.
That's the silver one. I'm talking
Oh,
about
okay. Never
like the
mind.
pure like matte white one with like
I
the 2 red
completely missed that.
buttons. Yeah, it's in the like map room, I guess you could say, in Hoth.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking
Where the
about.
general
I
is
did
and
catch
talking
my
to-
favorite droid's appearance.
Who's that?
The medical droid 21B and I
Oh.
think there's one other droid with the old Shure condenser microphone for a
Yep.
face.
Yep. That was
that guy.
they had that in 7 where
Yeah,
he
I
had
saw
that. That was
Here, give me a
Standing in the
second.
bar.
Who is that?
when they went to Maz Kanata's place.
When we get to there, point it out to me.
Okay. Well, I was actually gonna
Find
skip.
it.
I mean,
Okay, yeah. So the albino 3PO unit was in the map room when the general was talking to Leia, and it's just sitting there looking at like the charts, the glass charts on the wall.
well, I'm gonna skip to where Han has to go out to find Luke.
Oh. Okay,
Ready?
what are you gonna say?
He had
Go ahead,
such a
and then I'll say
good
my thing.
line.
Which one?
I'll see you in hell.
Yes.
Ah,
That's what I
My
was gonna look for.
goodness, how rude! Like just to a guy, like I'll see you in hell.
I ain't
like-
taking no shit.
It's like you'll freeze to death before you reach the first whatever.
I'll
Like, well, I'll see you in hell then.
That was.
See-
he said it so angrily though.
The thing for this is though, like a minute ago, he was like, "Let's get the fuck out of here, Chewie," and then he hears Luke hasn't come back, and then he's dropping everything to go find him.
Oh
They're
yeah.
good friends.
And I was like,
They're-
"Oh,
yeah.
he really likes Luke."
And speaking of that Wampa, that is one smart Wampa. How the hell did he strap him to the ceiling of
And
his
then let it
cave?
freeze.
Secretly, actually, Dr. Freeze.
Yes. Okay,
indeed.
that makes sense. Yeah.
I was gonna say, he looks a lot like the abominable snowman from Rudolph,
He does.
Oh my word.
and I'm just like,
Oh, maybe. I wonder if
wait
they
a
based
second,
him off
where's the
that.
dentist elf? He's gonna fix him. Hermie.
That's a crossover I want to see happen.
I wouldn't
Oh
be
my
surprised
goodness.
if there's something like that.
That would be a Robot Chicken thing. I
Oh
think.
yeah,
it
all the
would.
way.
I'm seeing it all in horrible claymation right now.
Like the Tauntauns.
No, like Rudolph.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So
God.
one
So
one
bad.
thing is I wonder how long Luke was in that cave, because he probably wasn't there very long. Otherwise, he would have died of hypothermia. Because he was in the cave entrance, so he wasn't even back far enough where he would be kept semi-warm. So I was wondering how long was he actually out there? And
He was
hanging
out long enough for them to grow worried.
5 pages.
Oh,
there? 5 pages. All right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Now,
So
if we say that a page
It
is
is a
about
lot.
14 minutes, we put the minutes together. No. So I found my first goof up of the movie, I think, when he's leaving the cave, and he's leaving and he has his lightsaber on, and then there's
Oh.
the sound of it turning off, and then
And
the
it's still
lightsaber
on.
doesn't
and
turn
it's
off.
still on.
that's some pretty funny stuff right there. And even back before that, it was something I want to mention before you got to him leaving.
Sorry.
Was while the Wampa is eating what we think is the
Tauntaun.
tauntaun that Luke was riding, and before he cuts himself down, there's a tauntaun scream.
Really?
So I'm imagining somewhere back deep in the cave, there is a tauntaun farm where he's just keeping a bunch of tauntauns. So
Wait, the Tauntaun is
Sorry,
keeping...
No, no,
Wampa.
no. The
Wampa.
Wampa is
Sorry,
keeping
my
other
bad.
Tauntauns.
Oh, right. Okay.
because I'm just imagining like just a little fenced off area with some tauntauns sitting there, like.
He's like, well, I've got extras.
Yeah. Okay. So
Oh, what was something?
There is one
go ahead.
really awesome thing about when Luke does finally leave the cave.
Yeah.
They were all... The crew was holed up in a hotel in Norway, and they got snowed in. So they just shot that entire scene with a camera looking out the front door of the hotel,
Really?
and him wandering around in the snow.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's so cool.
They just threw him outside.
Yeah.
So, canonically, why do you think the Wampa didn't follow him?
What do you mean?
Like, he left the cave. I think he would be kind of pissed off and try to go kill him.
His arm was off.
Yeah.
He wasn't doing much. He was
Wasn't that-
probably nursing it. Okay, so he's a beast, and if something hurts him, he runs away from that thing. That's how it works.
But
Fight or flight.
technically, he's like the alpha of that thing.
But
so-
he lost his arm, so
Well,
the guy with the lightsaber is the alpha.
You could theorize that there was some kind of outburst of the Force, and that just freaked him out. He was like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
I don't want to mess with that.
See, he didn't start looking until Luke started moving the thing, and it wasn't
Yeah,
making
he-
that much noise. Do you think either, like, he had sort of a feeling of the Force, maybe?
Well, the
Well,
Force
canonically, everything is connected to the Force.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you could say that Luke was drawing from the
Wampa.
world around him, and even maybe some from the Wampa to use the Force. So that might have alerted him.
It's a theory.
How many times we've said Wampa in the past few minutes?
It doesn't. So back at the base, C-3PO, man, when he's trying to console Leia after it's all been said that they're not going to make it back, and then he actually fucks up a little. He says the chances of them surviving are 725 to 1.
Never tell me the odds.
Yeah,
That comes
yes.
later.
But then he
that
tries
in this
to
one?
Yeah.
yeah, it's
on the
later
second page.
on the. Anyways, so yeah, C-3PO, he's trying to console Leia and R2, just trying to be a good dude, and I like that.
Does it strike you that R2 is kind of like a child?
Yeah, I guess he kind of is.
Because, like, the way
Yeah.
he acts, he's really, like, I don't want to say sneaky, but he's mischievous. And, like, he always asks these questions, like, do you think Luke's going to be okay? And, like, well, I mean, okay, maybe that's not like a child thing, but, like, the way he acts and the way he come across, it really seems like he's got a childlike demeanor.
Mm-hmm. And C-3PO is actually kind of acting like an older brother.
Yeah.
The way he hates R2 but loves R2.
Yeah, and there's a line it's a descriptor, and I think it's when Luke is in recovery, actually. It says R2 answers with a soft, carefully put phrase of whistles, which is a little odd for his character, but that is a lot more like deliberately consoling, and I don't want to mess this up attitude.
That's cool. Oh, I gotta read the script now.
So there's more
I'll email it to you.
There's more droid racism here. When he
what a
he
surprise!
goes, that's something that I've noticed in the past movie and this one. Just, people hate droids, and droids aren't that fond of people. Like, what was it? So it's when he's talking to R2. I mean, it's in a. I got it out of a sad part, but he's like talking to R2 and he's consoling him, and he goes, "Don't worry, Master Luke's clever for a human."
Yep. Yeah,
That's
that was
good.
funny.
That is good though.
Yep.
Clever for a human. Well, because he is kind of I wouldn't say a genius.
6 million languages, fluent in.
But
yeah,
We're talking about 3PO or we're talking about Luke?
Yeah, 3PO.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess he would consider himself smart.
Felt so
the
sorry
two
for
of
him.
them really. R2's pretty smart himself.
R2's like
Yeah.
a hacker, and like 3PO is like the
Hacker
linguist.
man.
Yeah. So let's skip to when they're getting rescued.
Poor Chewie. That's what I was gonna say first because Chewie. Chewie seems so sad.
Well, that's because Han is gone.
And as the doors close, though, like all
He
his
yells.
hope just leaves.
No, he's just like I
He
want
needs
to
to find a new
something.
hope.
Hey, all right. But
Okay.
one of the camera movements is they have a flying camera that's just going over with the what are those?
What?
The ships that are flying out.
Oh. Wait, are we gonna just skip Ghost Alec Guinness?
Oh, did you want to talk
yeah.
about Ghost Alec Guinness?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
I was gonna say the holograms in this movie were pretty damn awesome for the time.
What's more awesome is what he got paid to do that.
And he hated these movies.
He showed up, shot for half a day, got paid a quarter of the film's profits.
Really? Wow.
And this is a film that, after inflation, grossed $780 million.
My goodness, that man.
It was worth a little bit of money.
Zach is currently removing a cat, so he'll be
Only
back
one
in a
special guest allowed, chump.
moment. Exactly.
Wait, your turn.
Do you have anything to say about what was next? I think Death Star. Did we go up to the Star Destroyer? Sorry, excuse me.
We
Did
hadn't
we go
gotten
to
up to
this-
that yet.
Oh, is that before or after the rescue? I believe
Rescue
it's
from the cave?
the rescue
Or from
when
the
they
base?
rescue Luke. Rescue Luke because it is after. Okay, we're not there yet. Never
Yeah,
mind.
no, it's way after.
Okay. So but yeah, when the little ships, I can't even remember what they're called.
What are we talking about?
I thought they were
The
A-Wings.
The snow speeders?
A-wings? Snow
Snow
speeders?
speeders.
Snow
Oh.
speeders.
A-wings are you're thinking of Clone Wars. A-wings were small fighter ships.
Oh, the thing
those are V-wings.
Anakin
Oh, there.
I was
Speeder.
thinking of something different.
speeder. Oh, okay. The speeders.
They're snow
Yeah.
speeders.
When they're flying out, they have the camera is flying with them, and it was really smooth. I wonder if they got that with like a helicopter or something.
I don't know.
Because it looks really good. And
It's
I really
labeled.
liked it.
It's labeled as a truck shot, I think.
Really?
I mean, as far as I know, that would have been miniatures, so that would have been pretty easy to just build a rail and a matte
yeah.
painting.
I just really liked that. That was really cool.
Such a good movie for those shots.
Yes.
So Han, I'm going back again because
Okay.
I
Yeah,
forgot
that's
to
fine.
talk about this. But when Han finds Luke, and then his Tauntaun dies. Poor Tauntaun, by the way.
Yeah.
It does not have a good day.
Nope, not at all. Has to run forever and then gets back for a little bit and goes out again. Okay, so, I mean, I don't know. Maybe this is just something you think about, but going over and just cutting open something to put someone in to keep them warm, I feel like that's something that you don't really just think about doing. You have to have done it before.
Yeah,
So it makes me wonder, where the hell has Han been before?
Bear Grylls.
He's been. Yep. He watched Bear Grylls. That's.
Well, maybe.
It is credited to something that happened a lot with the Native Americans.
Really?
if there was some emergency and they were caught out in the cold. That's something they would do.
Their horses,
Whereas-
I'm guessing.
Horses, bears, whatever. But canonically, no idea.
Yeah. Okay. I would still love to see a Han Solo origin story.
Oh my word, that'd be so good.
There's a TV. There's
I was
a
gonna
TV
say,
show
isn't
about-
that in the works right now?
believe
Yeah,
so.
I think they're actually doing that.
Yeah.
I've seen their casting. It's not looking good so far.
I saw a
don't
spoof
know.
They're,
casting.
A spoof cast.
What
So-
is this called? Auditions.
Auditions. Yeah, I saw spoof auditions.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So,
First, back to tank. Oh, first, okay. I just want to say the music when they did the search and rescue was so just epic and cool. I don't know why they had it so awesome, but it's one of my favorite things of this entire movie.
yeah.
Was the rescue music.
So, do we want to skip to the kissing scene? Let's do that.
The
Incest.
Okay.
yes, the incestuous kiss.
So before that, the hate between Han and Leia is beautiful.
Oh, it's so
Oh
good.
my! And then laugh it up, fuzzball. Oh,
And then
the-
right on.
yeah.
Why you low down, stuck up, half-witted, scruffy looking nerve herder?
Who's scruffy looking? Oh my goodness.
Exactly.
He's actually pretty
The
clean shaven.
insults in this. Oh, and then why the hell did she kiss Luke?
She was making him jealous. That's my explanation.
It's like there was no
Luke's
point.
reaction though, he's just like, oh my god,
Well,
he's such a
Han definitely lays into the both of them there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because I'm trying to find out where exactly he says it, but he basically is like, oh no, Leia's totally got the hots for me.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
pisses
He said-
both of them off.
Yeah.
You see Luke in the background just like rolling his eyes.
He's
And
like,
Leia's like, all right.
You didn't see us in the South Wing. She pronounced her true love for me,
Yeah, that's what it was.
and then
then-
she came out with the.
And then he's like, wow,
Nerf herder.
got her pretty riled up. I guess I actually hit pretty close to it.
Doesn't
Yeah.
it look that way to you, Luke? And he's just like,
And then-
yeah, it does.
This is so great.
Kind of made him mad.
Yeah. My next thing's on the Star Destroyer. Or
Ah, you
Yeah,
mean the
so-
Super Star Destroyer?
So, do you
the
have
first
the
time we see
Executor?
one of those.
yeah. Do you guys have anything till we get to there, or
Executor
can we-
class.
Can we go to there?
Oh my god, that thing is so big,
I guess we're going to there.
slightly terrifying.
A little
So,
bit.
I just want to say his helmet's really shiny.
it is.
Like, is that like a personal choice or is that like a uniform thing?
I mean, he's the leader of the biggest army ever. He's
Yeah.
got to set the standard.
Although, did we talk about this last episode? How he's more of like also a religious figure almost.
Yeah. He's
He
he's
absolutely
kind of
is.
like
Okay.
a crazy religion priest sort of deal. But one thing that keeps popping up in my head is a fact I heard where sometimes the actor that played Vader, because he wasn't voiced by the guy inside him, he was voiced by James Earl Jones, for those of you who don't know.
Not the Scottish guy.
No,
Yeah,
not this
every
guy,
now
but-
and then, I read, he would speak gibberish because he was so angry that he wasn't actually voicing Darth Vader. So the other actors would have to go along with what he was saying and do their parts.
That's
So he'd just be like,
mean.
I'm like, yes, Lord Vader. And, oh,
One thing.
that would have been so much fun.
So there was actually one thing I did. How is he so sure they're on that planet?
The Force!
That's a cop-out answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't ever give an explanation.
Just like, no, they're there. Go. Damn it.
So,
Oh, that
you know,
droid.
stuff
Okay.
like that.
That's the one you're talking about.
Yeah, with the microphone.
Mike face.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I wonder
Great
if that's
guy.
the same gear he used in the last movie. Luke, I'm talking about. What this gear that he used to fly his snow speeder, then X-wing afterwards. Like the helmet looks really dirty and stuff. He scratches Chewie.
Oh,
It's like a
yeah.
dog.
He
Why would
scratches
you do
Chewie's
that?
neck.
He's intelligent.
Because he's intelligent, but he's also like a big animal.
Is that in the
man.
script?
Come on, you've never done that to someone?
Yeah, maybe. I just have noticed that Chewie is such a big teddy
bear.
Yeah, he
And-
totally is.
I love that about him. It's pretty great.
He's
And
so
no, it's
nice.
not in the script.
Dang it.
There's something else that's not in the script later that shows
What's
off
that?
how much of a genius
Oh,
Harrison Ford is.
Ooh.
It's when they meet Lando.
Is it
really?
kind of like the time he ad-libbed the entire thing for that last episode? With the whole, yeah, fine in here, da 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 da.
Similar.
Okay. Oh, so next time they show the Star Destroyer, they've got Vader in this room-looking thing. and I'm just like, what is that?
Is that his
the ball thing.
meditation chamber thing?
It could be.
Meditation. Is
Because
that what it's
later
called?
it shows his helmet off, and I'm like, maybe it's something that also allows him to like breathe without his helmet.
There
or
was
something?
actually a lot of that got cut because there's an extra mask like built into the chamber.
Oh.
And it was supposed to show him using that mask, but it ended up being like just a couple frames that got left in.
So he goes and force chokes a dude over a monitor,
Yeah.
and he always says this line, "You have failed me for the last time." How many times do you get before you've failed? Because later on it seems like he's just getting more pissed off and stressed, so maybe he's just giving them less chances.
He goes on a killing spree in this movie. He kills like 4 people.
Yeah, but I was like,
failed him.
before then, I'm just like, how many times is he lenient at all?
It's kind of like the fatal version of Steven Spielberg. He's just like, I don't like you. You're fired. So yeah, I could go change his shirt and come back. Spielberg was like, yeah, I like your style.
Mm-hmm. Yes, of
Did
course.
you catch that one of the captains made a fishing analogy when the first transports leave?
First catch of the day.
Just like, wow, fishing. I don't know you guys still fished in space.
There's lakes.
So can they not just track the ships as they fly by the Star Destroyers? Like, I mean, they're right there. Can you not just go, hey, follow those ships wherever they're going?
Maybe.
Another optimistic guy who gets into a ship with Luke and then dies.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Poor Dak.
Dak.
I can't find my restraints.
Oh, it feels like a good
That-
day to fight the Empire.
That pissed me off
Really?
because both of the other pilots,
Mm-hmm.
because there's Hobby, who's Rogue 4,
Yeah.
and then there's Luke and whoever else, and there's Dak, and they're all described as being like veteran pilots, and then Luke's
Oh.
only line is, "Luke, I can't seem to find my restraints."
Yeah.
And they all die
Really?
so easily.
Really?
That's You're
supposed to be
That's
a
pretty
veteran
sad.
at this, man. You should know where the seatbelt is.
Indeed.
So, did you see that? So, you know how then they trip the walker and then they just fire blasters at it and it destroys it? Because apparently tripping a walker completely negates its armor.
Yes, of course. You didn't know
Totally.
that? It exposes that one vital point at the base of the neck that they can't just go up way high and come down on. You know?
Of course,
They have to-
that's that point when that walker captain who's so smug then has to eat shit because he dies.
Dies
that
real
smug guy
hard.
never died.
He never dies?
No.
Oh, is that like the one walker that didn't get exploded?
Yeah, because they make it and they blow up the thing.
That sucks. Stupid
So,
guy. I hated him.
yeah.
From the minute I saw him, just like, I hate you. I hope you die.
So
I just saw
Luke-
my favorite shot designation ever.
What?
Imperial Walker number 1. Explosions all around. Scene 117.
That's
Like,
awesome.
That's it.
Explosions all around.
Awesome.
So one thing I noticed is Luke crashes twice in this movie, and both times he survives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that first crash looked a bit intense to just go into
Yeah.
the snow.
Eh.
Oh,
They couldn't actually hurt him.
so we're just kind of like running the movie by here, and that part where they're like all trying to get the princess out and stuff, the albino C-3PO or 3PO unit is just like dead, laying in some tangled wires.
I didn't see that. That's awesome.
Nice work.
Oh my goodness. That would be so terrifying. These walkers just coming straight at you. They're
Oh my word.
How tall are they? They're at least like 500 feet tall,
They're pretty damn tall.
and just marching slowly towards you. There was what, 4 of them?
3 of them.
3 of them.
And especially imagine all of a sudden everything starts shaking.
Yeah.
When did they-
Oh my
when
And
did
then
they
you're like,
drop
what is that?
them?
And you look outside and lo and behold, the apocalypse with feet.
god. Yep.
I don't,
Oh my
one
goodness.
thing, I just like, they just all of a sudden appeared out of the smog, or smoke, no,
No,
damn
they
it,
walked
blizzard, but like, where did they drop them from? I mean, I didn't see any Imperial ships coming down or anything, and they all stopped. I mean,
Eh, we did.
how
skip
long
an
does it
entire-
take to deploy a walker? These
That's
things
a
are
really
huge.
good question. Because the AT-STs, I believe
Yeah.
they can
Tiny,
deploy
they can go
super
fast.
fast. But the AT-ATs, that's got to be an ordeal.
So I'm imagining a not the normal size Star Destroyer, but a slightly smaller one that comes down and kind of lands and then lifts up, and there's like 3 walkers there. Like it just
You-
laid 3 walkers.
Do you remember in
Probably how
episode
it
2
works.
when they were dropping the big like walker thingies in Geonosis.
Oh, the ATTEs.
Yeah, and they had the gunships that were like all hollowed out in the center, and they just had those in them.
Oh yeah.
Maybe it's something like that.
I could probably.
Have to.
So, at the point when Han and Leia get to the Falcon, and they're like running around trying to get stuff to work, and Leia goes, "Well, why don't you just get out and push?" Or no, she says, "Would it help if I got out and pushed?" I've noticed there's like 2 times in this movie where they make references that really shouldn't be in this movie. Like
That
got
makes
out
it all
and
the better
pushed.
though, because it's so obviously not gonna work.
Yeah. Well, it's just the humor that makes it in, and it's great. I love it.
It's like
Love it.
Your Highnessness. It's funny
Yeah.
because it's
Oh.
outrageous.
Yeah. Did Luke tell anybody that he was going to
Dagobah?
Dagobah?
Nope, not at all.
Huh.
He just left.
So he just kind of disappeared.
He's a deserter. Yeah. Okay, so the point, the asteroid field. I believe that Han is undisputedly the greatest pilot in the entire universe.
Yeah.
Just the way that he just goes straight into an asteroid field is just like, nope, 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 nope. Nothing's hitting me.
When the Star Destroyers clash, that should not have happened.
Dude, his
Oh my
maneuvers,
goodness.
that thing can move. Like,
Yeah.
the Falcon is amazing. He said he modified it. I believe him now.
But
Yeah.
but when the Star Destroyers crashed into each other, was nobody watching? Like, hey, look, a giant arrow is heading towards us. We should move.
Nope. Nobody's
That-
paying attention.
that-
They're all trying to catch the Falcon.
Yeah.
Ah.
That's the real
Toolbox.
reason the Empire fell. The most
'Cause no one-
competent person is Vader.
Pretty much, yeah.
And he just kills everybody.
No. Grand Moff Tarkin was pretty competent, and then he
Yeah.
got exploded.
Well,
Poor
yes. The most confident person who does anything.
True. So, is it just me, or is that asteroid they land on really freaking big?
It's huge.
It looks kind of like a moon to me, honestly.
Well, asteroid fields, you have all different sizes
Yeah.
of asteroids. There can be anything.
An asteroid is, I believe, anything bigger than a meter.
Okay.
So just by definition,
We're on an asteroid.
well,
I mean, but seriously, just looking at the Falcon as it comes in, that thing's like a planet almost.
No, it's not that big. You can see the horizon pretty close.
Yeah, okay.
it's
so-
still not small.
It's as big as it needed to be for the movie.
Okay, fine. So I'm gonna skip to like maybe my favorite burn of the entire Star Wars ever. Anything. It's the part when Han catches Leia.
Yes.
Oh
and
my goodness.
she just keeps telling him to let her go, and he goes, "What? Are you getting excited?"
There's another really, really, really good direction there too.
What?
Let me make sure I'm on the right page to see if I have the context right, because there's one other thing it could have been. No, yeah, that was it. Yeah, that's it. Because he says, there's the whole "how do I look?" or whatever, that whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And Leia flushes, averts her eyes. She's not exactly fighting to get free, but of course Han blows it.
Yep. Yep.
That's the scene description.
That's awesome.
course.
Excited.
Yeah. Yes.
And then that beautiful burn.
The awesome line. I can't remember
Say-
the line. You have the
Oh.
script.
Sorry, Captain. Being held by you isn't enough to get me excited.
Yep.
That
Oh
burn
my
is just
goodness.
And if I remember right,
cold blooded.
isn't he lip syncing that line at her when it happens?
I don't think so. I wasn't. Maybe.
Because there was a lot of lines that he would lip sync to her because she kept forgetting her lines. So he
Right.
would just sarcastically lip sync the lines. And I want
me
to
see
say
if I
that
can
was one of
find it.
them.
Oh, there it is. Let me see if I can find it.
Oh,
Yes.
hey, he is.
Oh my goodness,
Boom.
he is. Whoa. Yeah. That's pretty funny. And it's very faint too. He barely moves his lips, but wow.
Yeah.
It's
That's
almost
funny.
as though he's just quivering.
So the camp.
Did you notice the boa? That was just like I think it's a boa. It could be an anaconda.
On Dagobah.
I mean, it's just a snake
Yeah,
that's
this-
just crawling, and no one seems to pay it any attention whatsoever.
Yep, there it is. It's in the camp that Luke has set up. There's just a snake crawling through his camp. Which that's
That was
very
intentional.
strange. Really?
Yeah. And
Yep,
they kept
it's just
swearing up and down the thing was harmless. And then it bit him during one scene.
Oh god.
Oh my, that's awesome.
So now we get to enter one
Yoda.
of the freakiest characters I've ever seen.
I hate him so much in this movie.
Is he just like, is he snapped or is he just acting? Like, what is he doing?
I think he's just acting to
Ascertain whether or not he's a
test.
threat or something?
I think it's just testing Luke.
He
Because
obviously can sense that he's forced something, and Ben or Obi-Wan told him that this is. He's got a lightsaber, for God's sake.
he says, "I've been watching him for a while. I've been watching this one. I have."
So what is he, just fucking with him?
Yeah, he's testing
Pretty
him
much.
to see patience because a Jedi needs patience.
Plus, he's
And
just
he
really old and
tests
probably
a
having
lot
fun.
of patience.
Oh my goodness, yes he does. and then later,
Oh, he has one of my favorite lines too. Just the whole when he's like, "I'm looking for a great warrior," and he just laughs and goes, "Ha, war makes not
Yeah.
great, or
Yes.
the war
War-
doesn't make you great."
yeah,
And
that
it's
was
like,
a good line.
There's Yoda. It's a little bit of Yoda right there.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That was
not many of those. Wars don't make one great.
Oh, cockblock C-3PO.
Yep.
Sorry,
Yep.
we're still just going through the movie, and I just saw that scene. I'm just like, yep.
C-3PO, his entire movie career summed up in one line.
Cockblock.
3PO bumped and banged his way into the cockpit.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Thud,
I have
Oh lord!
I have an interesting bit of trivia that I think you probably know this, John, but I don't know if Nathan knows this. We're at the part where Vader's talking to the Emperor, and did you know that 3 different people have played the Emperor throughout these movies?
Really?
I remember
Yeah.
seeing that something
I
weird
have
went
it
on with the credits, but I didn't remember what it was. I guess
Okay.
that would make for some weird credits.
Yeah.
So episode 5, the one that we're on right now, the actual actor who portrayed him, her name was Elaine Baker. The voice was done by Clive Reville, and then the rest of the time, 6 and 1 through 3 was all done by Ian McDiarmid.
So this is a girl?
That's a
In
girl.
5?
That's a girl.
Hold on, I'm researching a theory right now.
My goodness,
Because
is that strange?
I want to know if she is related to...
She's a husband of a makeup artist. Something.
She is
Baker.
the husband of
Makeup
Meg.
designer
She's
Rick
the.
Baker.
Sorry, she's the. Yeah,
Rick
Rick
Baker.
Baker.
No, I
that
want
what
to
you
know
thought?
if she had a kid.
Oh, what?
No, okay.
Oh, there's more snakes in Yoda's hut too.
Because
Oh
there's,
yeah,
just
plenty
lying
of them.
around.
there's a voice actor named Baker. Is it Tom Baker?
Tom Baker. You mean Joker?
Literally everything.
Troy Baker.
Troy
Baker's
Baker.
the
You're
girl.
thinking of Troy Baker, who did
Not
the
related,
Arkham
by the way.
something or other.
Oh. Okay. Huh.
And he also
He
did
did-
every video game that wasn't,
Mark Hamill?
no. The guy who voiced Nathan Drake from Uncharted. There
Oh,
are like 2 video game voice actors.
Give me a second.
And
His
that's
name
it.
is.
I'll get back to you on that one.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, back to Star Wars.
Good.
Yes.
So yeah, 3 different emperors.
Yeah. That's cool.
And now we get to see real Yoda for once because he stops acting when he talks to Obi-Wan,
Yeah. Walking around.
And isn't stealing his food.
Yep.
making whatever the fuck that is.
Oh my word.
Yeah. And Luke liked it. He took it.
Well, didn't necessarily like it, but he
I was
ate
going
it.
to say, those things don't always equal each other.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Shut up, John.
I've
The-
had some
the-
food that definitely falls into that category.
what's Yoda wearing around his neck?
It's a thing. It looks
It's a
like a pan.
It's a thing.
Pan flute?
Pan flute. It looks like a pan flute, to be
Mm.
honest.
Because it's never straight. It's always crooked. Oh, it might be part of his harness. I don't know.
Although it looks like a. I don't know.
Yoda really shows his wisdom in those scenes.
God, this is so cheating. Just a Star Destroyer blasting asteroids. That's
We're
the first
skipping.
asteroid game.
We're skipping to...
We're skipping a lot. No, we're not. Because now comes the creepiest fucking part
Oh.
in any of the movies.
The bats.
Minox.
Oh, the Minox.
This scared
My
the crap out
goodness.
of me as a kid. Like, when I was really little,
They're
I hated this part.
terrifying. They were so
There's
bad.
only one thing in Star Wars that's ever scared me more than these, and that's that thing in the Gungan world, underwater.
Oh, the cloverfish.
Bleh.
Or the
Oh.
huge cloverfish, I should
Not a
say.
fan.
Cloverfish.
Do not
Cloverfish.
want.
No,
Those
the
are
big
scary.
one. The giant one or the piranha-looking one?
Or the lightning one.
The
are we
one that
talking about?
eats the thing that's about to eat them.
Yep, the big one.
The big one.
Yeah,
Yep,
they didn't
that
give
one's
a name.
scary.
There's always a bigger fish.
Oh, wait a second.
Yeah.
Shut up, Liam.
Hey, he was a good actor. And then why does Han shoot the ground? What was his...
He was testing a theory.
He was testing a theory. How did he know that this was a giant worm in an asteroid? He knows
Well-
so much.
He didn't shoot the ground at first.
Well, he's been around, so
Well,
maybe
and-
he knows this shit. He's done this before, of course.
When they're leaving, he says, "This is no cave," and all I could think was, "That's no moon."
I was wondering, do they do that
She
in episode
notices
6?
it first. Leah's the first one to notice
Yeah.
it.
She says, the cave, it's collapsing," and he's like, "It's no cave."
Well, no, because what happens is really early on, she starts stamping her foot on the floor of the cave,
And it's
and she's
squishy.
like, "This has the weirdest consistency."
Yeah.
And then he's like, "There's a lot of moisture in here,"
Hold on.
and then he
Hold on a
shoots the
second.
side of the cage.
So,
And
this
oh
is
God,
the second
no.
time. I think this is the second time that there's I got a bad feeling about this in the movies.
Yeah,
There
he
is
says
one in
that.
every movie.
There is? Awesome.
He says that a lot.
It's a different actor every time.
Yeah.
Or a different
Because in the
character.
first movie, it was
said it.
Luke.
Oh, Luke said it. Oh, that's
No,
right. I got
yeah,
a
it was
bad
Luke.
feeling
In
about
this one,
this.
it was
Han.
Han. Are you sure it was Han? I think it was Leia in this one.
Oh, it was Leia.
And then
Yeah.
the sixth movie, it's Han. When they're going to Endor.
Uh-huh. In the first movie, or sorry, in Phantom Menace. Like, do you mean every Star Wars movie or just every
I don't
one
know.
so
I know
far?
for sure it's 4,
I know
5, and 6.
Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan says I have a bad feeling about this in Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh, he
right.
I'm
does?
pretty sure
Remember that.
Anakin says it in number 2 or 3.
Because I know older Obi-Wan has said it. I have a bad feeling about it. Anyways, that's wrong movies. So,
We'll get there.
Anakin or Luke going into the magic cave.
You don't need your weapons. Nah, I'm gonna take them anyway.
Yeah. The defiance when he's like.
He
what is
looks at him and just goes,
thinking?
nah. Just puts
Yeah.
him in. Oh, this is foreshadowing, of course, when Vader
Yeah,
fights
the
Luke.
fight. I don't understand why he saw himself in Vader. I didn't understand that.
Maybe it was a whole allusion to how he's related to him.
Mm-hmm. Also, I didn't know it was Vader until someone said, or I didn't know it was him in the helmet till
First
someone
time I
said.
saw it, I didn't know it was Luke.
Yeah,
'Cause
that
it
one
doesn't-
was a little tricky to catch.
It doesn't
So,
look
did
like
they
him
just
very
make like
much.
a plastic head of Mark Hamill and then put it in a helmet, or is that just some clever camera tricking or something?
It might be some green screen.
Are you kidding me? It's probably a
green suit.
mold of Mark Hamill's head.
Yeah,
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
This is the 80s. I mean, this is 80. Of
The
course.
Adam Savage. No, this is pre-Adam Savage. I think. Because he came on for the grand total of 3 miniatures they used in episode 1.
Next are bounty hunters. No disintegrations. Lol.
Yeah,
It's the best part. Boba Fett.
it's some funny stuff.
Then Luke training and R2 being an annoying little shit.
As
Yeah.
usual.
The great do or do not, there is no try line. And then judge me by my size, do you?
Yeah. When he lifted that thing out of the water, the first time anybody saw that, because that's like the greatest force thing that's happened in these movies
yeah.
so far.
I feel like he's done it before. Not like in the movie, but like Yoda has probably done stuff like that before. And that just makes me wonder, when was the last time he did something like that?
Well, first of all, Yoda's like
He's
late
800
800s.
and some. Because it's been years since he exiled himself to Dagobah. So this is probably the first time he's ever, like, legitimately used the Force
In like
But he's
20,
in
30
this
years.
way.
Yeah.
So this has got to be something.
But he's been meditating for a long time, so he's probably gotten
But it's probably
stronger.
like, using your muscles in a way you haven't in a long time. And it's just like,
It's not muscles, though.
it probably feels good to him
Yeah.
to use it after so long.
So many people got promotions on
And then
Vader's
died.
ship.
Dude.
Congratulations, Admiral.
In the end, though, like the last time they lose the Falcon and the guy's just standing there, like, you don't know what happens to him because it doesn't show Vader killing him. He just walks by him and walks away.
Yeah.
That's the worst
I wonder
part.
what happened to him.
He's going to
Yeah.
come back for you.
Yep.
So scary.
And then Han hiding on the Star Destroyer.
Ugh, brilliance. How many times has he done that?
He wants. I don't know where he got the idea for that. That was pretty brilliant.
Okay, so when they finally release off the ship with the garbage, and then they fly away, and then you see, Slave 1 and Boba following them,
Yes.
how do they not notice? He's so close behind them.
And sensors.
Like,
Yeah.
seriously.
Well, the whole sensors thing makes sense. Because when you're that close to a ship that's going
Oh.
to be running sensors, you don't
Yeah,
want to be
yeah.
pinging them with anything.
Mm-hmm.
Because trash does
Okay.
not ping you.
Yeah.
That's true. Okay.
Here's another piece of trivia. Whenever you see, you never see Chewie actually climbing into his seat, because the guy was so tall that when he first sat down, he couldn't fit, because he was so tall. So they actually moved it back. But even then, it was so much of a chore for him to climb into that seat that they never had it on camera.
Speaking of tall, How many times do you see Carrie Fisher and Harrison Ford walking side by side?
My goodness, is she short?
She's 5'1". He's 6'1".
Really?
They
Wow.
made her stand on a box to shoot next
Oh
to
my
him.
goodness.
Oh, and he leans down a lot when he's talking to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they tried to make up the height difference.
That's awesome.
Oh.
So standing next to Chewie, she had to be tiny.
Also, in that asteroid scene, one of those asteroids is actually a shoe.
What?
They may
No,
have
I'm-
mastered that
I'm pretty sure
out.
one of them is a potato too.
Yes, there is a potato.
My God,
But in
that's
the, like the
awesome.
mass asteroid scene,
There's just a shoe.
Lucas was asking SFX people to redo the scene so many times, they got annoyed, and one of them was like, "I'm just gonna throw my shoe in with this model."
That's awesome. Some cool stuff. Oh, Lando being a creep to Leia, and her kind of liking it, and
well,
then she,
you know why that was?
What was I gonna say?
and then she snaps to hating him
well, he did kind of fuck them up.
before.
Well, she
She's
doesn't
like, I
him.
don't like him, but she was looking at him like, ooh, guy.
I think she was just trying to make Han jealous.
Yeah, probably.
This
Oh,
is one of these scenes here is what I was talking about. Harrison Ford's beautiful imitation, or not imitation,
Improv.
because there's the scene
Oh.
where Lando comes up and like offers Leia his arm.
Mm-hmm.
Han wasn't supposed to do it, but he comes up behind her as Lando's doing it and offers her his arm, and so she ends up just
Taking
burning
his?
him.
Oh,
And it was completely improvised, but it totally played the whole jealousy scene.
that's
Totally
awesome.
fits Han.
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
So Lando, Billy D. I don't remember who plays him. His name is. I don't remember. But
Billy Bob
I
Thornton?
read an interview they did with him, where he said that Lando was supposed to be the type of character that could do no wrong in the audience's eyes, so he could be a complete bad guy like he was, but still have
Yeah.
redeeming qualities and be like someone that everybody loved.
Interesting. So,
So that's why he's always so like happy and like laughing and whatever.
back on Dagobah.
Oh, another ghost Alec Guinness.
Oh,
This one was better.
that it was a good one.
Oh,
They just lightened him and added some glowy stuff.
I forgot the funniest part of Han and Leia and Lando on Bespin.
Ooh.
What was that?
The reason that Han and Leia are so like slap happy during that entire thing was because they had been staying with one of the guys from Monty Python. And
Really?
they had gotten absolutely hammered. So they showed up to shoot wasted.
That's awesome.
Oh my goodness. That's good.
Eric Idle. They were filming Leia
Oh.
and Ryan.
Of course.
That's so cool.
And so they gave them a drink they called Tunisian Table Cleaner. So they just showed up to the shoot hammered.
I'm surprised they can walk a
awesome.
straight line.
Yeah, well, it worked
Actors, man. So another snake. When Luke is trying to leave, he pulls a snake out of his
That's the
Turbine.
one I was thinking
turbine. That's
of. That bites
just-
him.
Oh, it bit him.
In one take, it bit him.
Oh,
It sucks.
that's so great. Anything about stuff on Dagobah?
So just,
That's
not
all
really.
I had.
Yeah, I can't think of anything.
So Chewie looking for C-3PO parts.
Oh no, I was gonna say that
Or-
Han's outfit in this is amazing.
Just yeah, the outfits, costumes in this are gorgeous.
So
And Leia's hair actually is pretty good.
Yeah.
So anything on C-3PO being burned?
Exploded.
They were gonna throw him away.
Oh,
And then the stupid part where they're playing with his head.
there was a when you were talking about the other 3PO, I thought you were talking about when they were on Bespin,
Ah, the silver one.
because there is that other 3PO unit,
It just swears at him or something.
and C-3PO here's another R2 unit off somewhere.
Yeah.
And he's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, what's that?" And then shortly thereafter gets blown to giblets.
Yep.
By stormtroopers.
Yes.
I wonder what that was. What was the R2 sounds? Because nobody was luring him in. He stumbled upon the stormtroopers.
Yeah.
It's
It's just beeping, I guess.
I think he'd know.
Maybe they had an R2 unit with them.
oh, yeah. And he just heard him. It's like, oh, what's this?
It's one of those things we may never know.
We gotta play up the bromance, guys. I know just how to get him.
Oh, Vader. Okay, moving to the
no.
the banquet scene. No?
I love how yes, but I love how Vader is just sitting there, like just like coolly,
Yeah.
politely waiting. He
And
opens
then-
the door. Hello, welcome. We'd love
We'd
it
be
if you
honored
join us
if
for
you
dinner.
join us for dinner. And
And
he
then
deflects the blasts.
he might have been like he might have trying to be polite like the entire time, and then Han goes and shoots him, and that pisses him off.
Probably not.
I don't know. Well, because later they have him tortured for absolutely no reason.
Yeah.
They don't mince any words in describing Vader here, though. Because
Really?
he takes the gun away from Han,
Yeah.
and then it says, "The evil presence," calmly places the gun on the table. He
Wow.
doesn't even get called Vader.
Wow.
It's just the evil presence.
Dang. How does Chewie know how to put together C-3PO? That was one thing.
Well, he's the smart one on the ship.
He's a mechanic.
Han's just
He
the
knows
pilot.
stuff.
No. Han's
Well,
not even
earlier
really the
on-
pilot.
Earlier on, Han was telling Chewie how to fix a part on the top of the ship when they were on Hoth.
Yeah. Chewie's the one with all like Chewie's the one with the book learning.
Yeah. It's weird though because he's from Kashyyyk, and it's
Yeah.
not like they have like starship factories or anything
No.
there. It's a forest.
Yeah.
They live in trees.
Yeah.
I don't know, they got some cool stuff. Bowcasters.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. Oh, bowcasters.
Pew pew.
Yeah. Raider really
horrible.
screwed
Lando? Yeah.
Lando over, but
It's the Empire. What do you
just
expect?
adds to the hate, I guess.
Love Han, even after getting tortured so much, just goes and decks Lando.
Yeah.
It's like, I hate you. That was good. Oh, the freezing in carbonite scene.
Famous carbonite scene.
Oh, I love you. I know.
God.
Actually, so
Sheer arrogance of that man.
I have one of the shooting scripts, which means that change wasn't documented.
Uh-huh.
Leia, I love you. I couldn't tell you before, but it's true. Han, just remember that, because I'll be back.
What?
What
that
the
was the
heck
original
happened?
line.
That's awesome.
And then they
just
changed
remember
it,
that, cause
like
I'll
the
be
night
back.
before they shot. Because they thought that would be more fitting.
Because Han's a narcissistic asshole.
Yes.
That's awesome. Oh my goodness.
He's a lovable,
Some of-
narcissistic asshole.
He is. Everybody loves him. So when
Yeah.
Luke arrives a little bit later and he sees Han being pushed around, does he know who it is? Or is he like, huh? What is that?
Sucks to be that guy.
Yeah. Because he follows them.
So, Boba goes to shoot at Luke, and it looked like he was just waiting there, or did he just happen to be like, oh, a person, let's shoot him?
Boba Fett
Yeah, no,
enters, followed by two guards.
Mm-hmm.
So they're supposed to just run into each other.
Doesn't happen like that.
yeah, like the troop walks by, and then Luke sees them, and then he walks. I think R2 might have alerted them. I don't know, because R2 was with Luke, and R2's not the quietest of droids.
Yes.
So, I don't know.
Yeah.
So not much happens. They all go through. They shoot stuff up, and then Lando helps Chewie on Chewie trips him, and blah, blah. Now we get to the final awesome big scene between Luke and Darth Vader.
Oh.
Oh,
The foreshadowing has been commenced to this.
So I know Duel of the Fates was between Obi-Wan and Anakin, right?
No, Duel of the Fates is from Qui-Gon, Obi,
Oh,
and
that's right.
Darth
That's
Maul.
what it was.
That's Duel of the Fates.
So that fight, I believe, is referred to as Duel of the Fates, or is it just the song?
I think
The
it's just a
song-
Oh,
Yeah, the song
Yeah.
is Duel of the Fates.
okay.
And that's from the Phantom Menace.
When Luke and Vader first start fighting, oh my goodness, he knocks Luke's lightsaber out of his hand. It goes down. Luke jumps down the stairs and tumbles. I
He
don't understand.
rolls down the stairs. Vader jumps
Very
and
painfully.
like floats
No,
down.
Vader freaking floats down the stairs. I mean, well, okay, it's a fast float. He jumps, but he flies. Oh, he flies. That's a more apt description. He flies down the stairs, which is super awesome.
Nyum.
And then, of course, you
remember
realize
that.
Vader's just been playing with him just to get him over here. And then,
All too easy.
Luke force jumps. He force jumps out of the carbonite pit thing.
From a hole in the ground, straight into the ceiling.
Yep.
That's like the only time you ever get to see someone force jump.
Yeah.
in these movies.
Yeah.
Well, no, in Phantom Menace.
In
these
the
movies.
old movies.
Oh,
The original trilogy.
Got it. Yeah. But I can't believe Luke kicks Vader off that
of a
platform.
thing. Because this is no longer part of Vader's plan.
Yeah.
Because he got out of that.
Like, he fucked Vader up.
Vader plays that so well, though.
Mm-hmm.
He does.
When you see him next.
Oh, when you just see
He
him
just starts
come
throwing
onto
shit at
the
him.
screen and walks in.
Yeah.
So badass.
He just starts throwing crap at him. Just like, dude,
Yeah.
stop cheating.
Well,
Although-
he wanted to. I believe he wanted to show him the power of the dark side.
Yeah,
Maybe he
that's
was
what he
testing
did.
him, too.
Yeah.
At, like, one hand, he was also
And
testing him.
then he was just
to see
throwing
how
shit
strong
at
he
him,
was.
and Luke was just getting hit and hit and hit and hit, and he was just standing there with his lightsaber like.
You know, Obi-Wan's just going there with his hand and his head he's just, oh my god.
Facepalm.
I taught you how to
Facepalm.
taught this stuff. Come on.
Yeah.
Like,
And
what
then-
about all the stupid little laser stuff we did in the Falcon? Come on.
And then a catwalk where nothing good ever happens.
I miss this. Every other time I've seen this movie, when Lando goes and evacuates everybody.
Yeah. And that's when actually R2D2 finds out that the warp drive's been disabled, but nobody lets him talk.
No, this is when he puts his thing into a power conduit.
Oh, it was.
And
Oh,
gets
that's right. He
shocked.
does that. Yeah.
Then he goes to an actual computer output,
And then he finds out.
You know that noise
Little-
is my
little R2
text tone on
scream.
my phone, right?
yeah,
his
no, I've heard it
scream.
before.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
That's good. So okay, where are Luke and Vader? Like
They're just in a thing. It's maintenance shafts. That's what I'm believing.
maintenance shafts? It's a giant fin-looking thing in a giant open area. And this hallway, by the way, this hallway that they're fighting in, looks all. I believe it is the hallway that in 7 we see Rey in her vision.
Really?
Yes. This looks exactly like the hallway that she has a vision in.
I don't remember that, but okay.
Probably.
So.
So
Which,
it is
we'll get more to later.
indeed. So it is my belief here that when Vader's fighting him, he's getting a little pissed off.
Oh yeah.
Because he's just
angry.
like, I mean, we all know Annie has some anger issues, and they're beginning to present themselves here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then when he knocks Luke down, he's like, "You are beaten." That.
Yeah. And then, of course, Luke
join
loses his
me,
hand
and then
after
Luke
the
gets
whole
angry, and then he
Fine,
actually
I'll skip
hits
it.
Vader, which
on
I
his
never
arm.
caught
Yeah.
before.
And then Vader's
the
like,
shoulder.
"Nope, you need to lose a hand
Yeah.
for that."
You tap my shoulder, I take your hand.
Fair
See,
trade.
Yeah.
I realize here that Luke has some goddamn good grip. Like, he is moving with one hand, and he's holding on to stuff and swinging himself around.
And hanging off the bottom of a radio antenna later on.
Dude,
yes,
he's got
that-
some
Missing a hand.
amazing
later
grip
on.
in that one hand.
Yeah. But back to where they are. Like,
Fine.
he falls down this ginormous chute.
Yeah.
We missed the whole huge big thing, though, of, no, I
oh.
am your father.
Do we want okay.
Let's go over that. Let's talk for a minute about
So
this.
for people,
You know, everybody, the whole thing is, Luke, I am your father.
No.
yeah.
Never
Yeah.
said, ever.
What's
What,
really funny
Yes.
is, oh shoot, either Hamill or James Earl Jones has misquoted that in
Ah,
press
really?
appearances.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
One thing I was listening to, it was I think evolution of the lightsaber fight duel
Oh.
or whatever, and Mark Hamill said something. He says that the original line that Vader was supposed to say was "I killed your," or Obi-Wan said, "I killed your father." So I'm thinking that they didn't tell Hamill what Vader was about to say.
They told him the morning they shot.
Oh,
Or no,
okay,
either the morning of or the night before.
okay.
Yeah.
Because that line completely changed everything in this series. And I'll bet when people were watching it, it blew their brains.
It's-
Because I was too young to understand. I'm like, oh, cool, he's his dad. But
It's not
My
in the
goodness.
script at all. That line.
Really?
At all. There's
that's
his,
perfect.
the Force runs strong. I will complete your training, and we will rule the Empire as equals. And Luke says,
Oh.
no. And he says, we'll be the most powerful in the galaxy. You could have everything you've ever wanted.
Huh.
And
That's
then he
awesome.
falls off the platform. And that's it.
Definitely more.
Keep it a mystery until it's done. I
Oh,
love that.
right up
That
until
is
they
so
shot
good.
it.
That is so good. All right, we need to wrap up soon. So he's falling. he falls and lands on the antenna thing. Like,
That's gotta hurt.
Well, he got
like a
sucked into an
motherfucker.
exhaust pipe.
is that what that is?
He gets
Yeah,
sucked
that's-
through
Okay.
an exhaust pipe, shot
that would make
all
sense.
through Cloud City, and then ends up hanging from a radio tower thing.
Oh, that had. To
Which, by the
not
way, he
feel
busts
good.
his balls on like twice.
Sorry, electronic weather vane.
Oh,
The sound effect came from them just shaking a radio antenna. That's why I was
Nice.
thinking of that.
yeah. And then the rescue when Lando pops out of a hole
in the ship.
in the ship. I guess that's the kind of a maintenance thing, because that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I
It
mean, you
is.
gotta get on the top
Yeah.
somehow. Not just gonna climb. He looks so beat up. Like,
Luke,
oh my gosh.
Luke is, man. Did you not see Vader throwing things at him with the
Yeah,
Force?
yeah.
Oh,
I didn't notice this, but later on, he's wearing like a cast plug thing for his hand.
really?
Yeah.
Where is that?
It's
At the end?
it's when he walks in after Vader's talking to him.
Uh,
He comes in and you see it on his hand.
On whose hand?
Luke.
Oh, yeah.
oh, when, okay. So as they're flying away. All right.
Yeah, he comes in when Luke is, when Vader is like,
Uh-huh.
Luke, Father.
Yeah.
And then, Ben, why didn't
Oh.
you tell me?
Why didn't you tell?
See,
Oh, he
right-
is. Okay.
Look,
Yeah.
Go back a little.
I saw it.
Or, yeah. Again, we're
Um,
looking on the movie.
yeah.
And he looks and it's on his hand.
Force-
It's a big
yeah.
gray, like, metal thing.
Force texting.
Force texting. That's like a force call, actually. It's not
Yeah.
texting.
He's calling him.
And then in the end, when they get away,
Archie
he's like, "You
fixes-
disabled the hyperdrive, right?" Yes,
Yes.
sir. Of course. They won't be getting away. Ha ha. Pew!
And they're gone.
In his head, you know he's just going,
Those
Vader
meddling
just turns
kids.
around.
"Fuck."
You know it. Vader just turns around and walks away.
He doesn't do anything. That's gotta be terrifying.
Yeah.
He's probably wetting himself right now.
That admiral was probably terrified.
I want to know if he died or not, because like nothing happened.
Vader's probably walking away. He's standing there like, oh, phew. And then all of a sudden his neck just snaps.
He doesn't bother choking him. He just completely twists his head around.
Can you imagine,
do it.
though, if you're that guy and you see everyone else just get killed on the spot and then you don't? That's
like-
Yeah,
so much
that-
worse.
Yeah. It's like,
You're just like,
oh,
I know what's coming.
God.
It's just like it's not a matter of how. It's a matter of when.
When.
Yeah,
And the
exactly.
suspense. The suspense is killing me. No, this is. Yeah. Whoa, what is that?
It's a galaxy.
Okay, so at the end, there's just a giant galaxy that they're looking at.
Yeah.
That's pretty fancy. And it's actually spinning. Oh, I just love the effects they like.
They're so pretty.
This movie is so visually pleasing.
Yes.
It's so fantastic.
So.
And J.J. Abrams did such a good job with the new movie.
Oh yeah. Speaking of visually pleasing, I've got just a quick rapid fire stats on the shooting of this.
All right, we'll
Okay.
do that and then we'll end it.
We'll wrap it up.
It took them 180 days of principal photography. So
Really?
180 days of shooting,
Wow.
which is nowadays if a movie shoots for 40 days, that's a big shoot.
Interesting.
I mean, like obviously you've got movies like The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings that go way longer, but yeah, they did all of that on 64 sets that they built.
64
64
sets.
sets.
That's a lot of sets.
That's a lot of sets.
Oh, and what gorgeous sets they were.
Oh
Yeah.
my word.
I wonder where they are.
They probably tore them down.
That's depressing.
Yeah. And then there were a total of 435 shots. I only know that because they numbered every individual shot in the script.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, there's one last thing I want to just point out. Like, on my movie at like an hour 56, there's this part where they're being chased by TIE fighters, the Falcon is.
Yeah.
And like, as they're flying through space, you can see like slight discoloration boxes around them, as though like that's where they were put in post or something.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I didn't catch
it wasn't it wasn't perfect technology. Each time a new trilogy comes out,
They make
it's a
it a little bit
revolutionary technology, is what I'm told.
Yeah.
Or, well, the first one was, and then the second one, because Jar Jar, I believe, was the first CGI main character. That
Went over
people hated.
real well.
Yeah.
better. Oh, so well.
But we'll get to that in the next few weeks. So thank you everyone for listening. Thank you, John, for joining us on this glorious podcast.
Thanks
We
for
hope to
having
have
me.
you back on the next one.
Yep. Sometime.
Yeah.
Eventually.
All right. And that's the end of that.
Brilliant.